What's up, everybody? I hope everybody had a good day today. Man, last night's monetized this was so crazy. I slept pretty late today, man. I gotta be honest. And then I did a bunch of work in the basement on my stuff, building, scraping, cleaning. Did some stuff with the family. Hope you guys all had a good day today. Did some Diablo stuff. It's kind of cool. I'm going to have a state of the WWE tomorrow. There's enough wrestling news that I haven't talked about that I really want to get to this podcast tomorrow. I may be joined by Jake. If I'm not joined by Jake, I'll be joined by somebody. And also, tonight is Corrupted Podcast. So in a little while, guys, I will join you live for Corrupted Podcast on my Patreon, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. So I just wanted to come in with this update because a lot of people have been asking me what's going on today, where I've been. Tonight, Originals return on Corrupted. It's going to be a reunion on Corrupted Podcast. We're going to have different guests throughout weeks coming up, but obviously good to have the two of the originals back. Especially me and Ken getting back together since we started the whole thing with JB. That was supposed to be the three of us. So having the original come back is good. I'm trying to get my voice back in shape because I wore my voice out last night. I went crazy on Monetize This. 264. If you mismonetized this last night, it was probably, I don't know, it was one of the better episodes. Again, one of the top episodes of this year. People seem to really like it. It did get age restricted, so it's getting less views than normal. It's like way underviewed, like 3,000 views or something like that. Probably should be at a higher level than that, but that's what YouTube is nowadays. So what are you going to do? As far as wrestling news, there's a lot of wrestling news to get to tomorrow. Like I said, so there's plenty of stuff to talk about. Drew Gulak is gone from the WWE. That's a new posting from Ringside News. Something we saw there. WWE star moved to alumni section. Reported everywhere. Drew Gulak moved to alumni. We don't really know exactly what's going on there. Some people are saying that actually could be a mistake and he's not gone from the WWE. So we're not really sure what to say about that. WWE surveyed fans about using wrestlers in the crowd. I don't know why they have to survey fans about that. We were told that the reason why they weren't putting wrestlers in the crowd was because that it was some kind of regulation or whatever. But there's wrestlers in the crowd at AEW having a good time, and people seem to like that. So, it works fine. It's better than nobody. So this should be. I don't think you need to poll anybody about that. Having those guys out there is better than not having anybody. So I don't understand the poll on that. It just doesn't need to be there. SmackDown ratings stayed about the same the other night. So SmackDown did a 2 million viewership and a 0.5 in the 18 to 49 demographic. May 1st, they did a 1.8. May 8th, they did a 2.25. And it looks like the other night they are going to do about the same. So their average for 2017, according to WrestlingInc.com, average is 2.5 million. In 2017, 2.5. 2018 average is a 2.3. So it's down a little bit there in 2018. And in 2019, it's down to 2.1. Something that we all talked about 5 years ago on this very show, on the Joe Cronin Show here. We talked about how those ratings would slide, and probably in the next 5 years, we said that they would be below 2. And we're coming up on year number 4 of that. So, yeah, we're about dead on. In fact, before year number 5 hits, they're going to be below 2 million viewers probably. So there you go. COVID doesn't help, but they were on the slippery slope anyway. It doesn't matter. The pandemic hadn't happened. They still would be on the slope downward. And there's more people to watch, too. So that's the other thing. It's either way, it's not good news for them. Anyway, that's it, guys. Just a quick update about what's going on. I won't be streaming like I said I'd be doing Saturday tonight. I'm going to catch my little nap here, get ready, get some stuff together. All my podcasting's getting ready. Bonus Monetize This, the post show of Monetize This going up on Patreon this weekend, and then more coming out this week. Tonight is Corrupted Podcast at 1 a.m., which is about 3 hours from now or something like that, depending on when you're watching this. And then, of course, the Corrupted Podcast tonight, the return. Episode 100 and something or other. What are we on? 153 or something? 152? I think tonight is episode 152 of Corrupted, but I can't be 100% sure. But I believe it is. But we'll see what happens tonight with that. And again, like I said, I will have more stuff out for you tomorrow, and probably be doing a State of the WWE tomorrow, and probably incorporate talking about AEW and some of the other wrestling world and things like that. If you guys have wrestlers in mind, a lot of wrestlers and people are at home right now. They're bored. They're not doing anything. But despite reaching out to them, I have a Twitter account my Twitter account's been banned so many times that I don't look like a real Twitter account. So it's hard for me to reach out to certain people and get a hold of them to be on the show. So it's up to you guys to reach out to wrestlers and people. Try to book them on the show, and we'll get going. So anyway, hope to see you guys in just a few hours on my Patreon. Come on over to Patreon, guys. Tonight, Corrupted. Be a part of the party tonight. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And, of course, if you are easily offended, it won't be the show for you. But Corrupted podcast taking place in just a little bit. So I want to thank everybody who's been supporting on Patreon. Obviously, over 350 of you guys have been there every single month on Patreon to get the 30 hours of bonus content a month and everything else that you guys offer as well. So. Or that you guys support with as well, from what we offer, if that makes any sense. Download the Patreon app on your phone, save on your data plan, listen to all my podcasts and everything on there. Shout out to Clambake for coming back, Irish Dave, Kissy Logan, James Metzler, and Anton Pleasant. What up to Anton Pleasant, $25 producer level patron. Shout out to him, man, for going up to the $25 spot. GMTA Entertainment's back. And Z the Reaper is... back again, but he really never left. He just had a thing with his card. But either way, $25 producer as always. Thank you to Z. Big hugs to Z. Give big squeeze hugs, Z the Reaper. Monday Nitro back as well. Adam Cruz in the $1 spot. And Jag DePanzer moving from the 2 to 5 spot. Same thing with Michael Sachs Jr., Josh Madness, DJ Hounds, and everybody else, man. We'll be shouting out more people throughout the week. Derek Hans going up to the $10 VIP spot. JD Venom to the $25 producer level tier. Thanks to JD Venom and Buzz going up to the Cronin Club. Jason Tarr going to the producer level. Some of these are from weeks ago, but I hadn't shouted them out, or I had only shouted them out once. Plus, you guys know about my baseball tournament going down on Patreon as well. Not tournament, but you can be in the game. I will put you as a created player in the game. So we're starting with the $25 producer patrons and above. So please, if you want to be in that game, fill out the name that you want to be listed on. You can suggest a position, like I want to be shortstop, I want to be whatever, and I will try to put you there, but if someone's already taken it, then it's, you're going to be wherever you go. But at least you'll have your name in the game and be in the game in some way. And it'll be a lot of fun when I stream MVP Baseball 2005 for the retro gaming nights. Although really it won't be, I'm not going to be doing like retro gaming night where like the whole night's retro, but basically like, if we're going to play Warzone, and then before we play Warzone, I might play MVP Baseball, and before I play Diablo, or after I play Diablo, or after I play Halo, or whatever it is, whatever I'm playing. I may switch over and play MVP Baseball for an hour or so, and it'd be cool if people are in the game, Tommy NC's in the game, Crystal's mom is in the game, whatever it is. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Monetize This the other night. If you haven't seen it, go over to Corrupted Nation, check that out, it's free, all that stuff. And that's it, man. I think I've unloaded a whole bunch of content at you here in this conversation. And I will see you tonight for Corrupted Podcast.